front row. Row 2, Yuri Vips from Estonia. Hi to my friends in Estonia. And Thomas Issa from Jamaica. And I've got to give a shout out to all my reggae racing fans. Hi to Neil Williams from the president of the Jamaican Karting Association, Peter Ray, who gave me some cuff links to link to us. Juan Correa, the champion, is on row 3, the American champion, with Julian van der Watt of South Africa. Brett Ward of Great Britain, Joseph Burton Harris, Australia, row 4. Hi to my friends, good day to my friends down in Oz. Denis Mavlanov, Russia, Ralph Aaron completing the top 10, Ralph from Estonia. Luke Selican, USA, Ricardo Garcia of Spain, row 6. Guan Yu Zhou, the Chinese driver based in England now, row 7 with Max Hofer of Austria, Robbie Gallia and Shogo Endo, row 8. Row 9, Bastien Legay and Marvin Pionke, and the only girl left in any of the classes, Ashley Rajero, the USA number 2. She starts on row 10 with fellow American Blaine Rocha. Manuel Caizares and Lars Lambarella, row 11. Root Markkanen and Tom Harvey, the Welshman, row 12. Tony Toika and Liam McClellan, row 13. John Del Valle and James Abela, another of the Aussies, row 14. And the top 30 completed by Jordan Sherritt of South Africa and Rinus van Kalmthout of the Netherlands. Ferdinand Habsburg and Max Timmermans share row 16. And the grid completed by Laurinus Razash of Lithuania and Thomas Preining from Linz in Austria, where the Rotax factory is. Thomas Preining's dad, a former motorcycle Grand Prix rider. Well, it's 4 wheels for Thomas, not 2. But he had to negotiate the last chance race yesterday, but did so. Our thanks to Super B Lithium Batteries, our sponsors of this class, the 125 Junior Max. This will be an 11-lap race, for the pre-final in juniors, going up in distance from 7 laps. 7 laps was the heat distance for the juniors, 4 more for the pre-final. Okay, Kyle Kirkwood from the United States of America, Jeff Kingsley from Canada, making a very strong North American challenge to the rest of the world. Yuri Vips is from Europe, Thomas Issa from Central America. We're racing, and Kyle Kirkwood gets a really good start with Yuri Vips going with him. And Yuri Vips bidding to take the lead, but has to back up, and getting a little bit of a nudge from behind. And, well, I guess the guys who are supporting the gentleman concerned would be hoping that the officials don't take too unkind a view of that. But it is Kyle Kirkwood from pole position, making that advantage count. Yuri Vips in second place, still holding on. That was, and in fact he loses, no, it's Yuri Vips, Jeff Kingsley it was, wasn't it, coming through there that we saw on screen. Lovely sunny day here at Nola Motorsports Park. Ever so glad it's sunny, but you sometimes get a little glare on the numbers. Wee bit difficult for me to identify numbers in the early stages from the karts, but I can tell you that that's Kyle Kirkwood in front, and I can tell you he's in front by about 3 kart lengths as we come to the end of the opening lap. Kyle Kirkwood 1, Yuri Vips 2, and we have the full course slow. We have a safety car situation. You see the waved yellows. It's a full course slow. Now this is the equivalent of the safety car coming out in the car races. So everybody scrubs off the racing pace. Stay where you are. Do not go past anybody in front, or else you'll have overtaken on a yellow flag. I don't see the incident that's drawn the full course yellow, although Jill's pointing out to me over to my left. Well, Kyle Kirkwood, we are continuing with our 11-lap race, but not in race mode. We are in full course yellow mode as the drivers move onto the end of the extended home straight. Nobody is racing. The slow boards are out. Kyle Kirkwood leads. Yuri Vips second. Juan Manuel Correa, the American champion, third. Jeff Kingsley, who started on the front row, the Canadian, fourth. Brett Ward of the United Kingdom, fifth. Thomas Issa of Jamaica, sixth. Luke Selican, the third American in the top 7, is 7th place. Denis Mavlanov of Russia, 8th. Ralph Aron of Estonia, 9th. And completing the top 10, Joseph Burton Harris of Australia. Outside the top 10, Liam McClellan, another Aussie, is 11th. Marvin Pionke of Germany, 12th. Shogo Endo of Japan is 13th. Ricardo Garcia of Spain, 14th. The lady in the race, the last of the 5 girls, the only one to make the finals, Ashley Rogero, is running in 15th place, and we shall have another lap under the slow conditions. Ashley Rogero, 15th. 16th is Tony Toyika. Ashley Rogero, the USA number 2 from Florida. Tony Toyika from Finland, 16th. John Del Valle of Spain, 17th. Ruud Markkanen of Finland, 18th. James Abela of Australia, 19th. And completing the top 20, Jordan Sherratt of South Africa. Lars Lamberel, the Dutchman, 21st. Tom Harvey, the Welshman, 22nd. Max Timmermans, the Belgian, 23rd. Max Hofer, the Austrian, 24th. Thomas Preining, another Austrian, is 25th, having started last, so from 34th to 25th. Guan Yu Zhou, born in Shanghai, People's Republic of China, but based in England now and racing on a British licence, 26th. Laurinus Razash, Lithuania, 27th. Robbie Gallia of England, 28th. Julian van der Watt of South Africa, who started on the third row, 29th. Ferdinand Habsburg of Hungary, completing the top 30. Blaine Rocha, United States, 31. Bastien Legay of France, 32. Rinus van Kalmthout of Netherlands in 33rd place, and Manuel Caizares of Spain is the driver who is not circulating presently. Okay, I'm hearing a message that we're going to go back into race mode at the end of this third lap. So Kyle Kirkwood will lead off from Yuri Vips. The green flag is showing, and away we go, and Kyle Kirkwood continues to lead from Yuri Vips. Oh, and a little bit of a nudge there, but Kyle Kirkwood handles that well. Yuri Vips second, Juan Manuel Correa third, just clipping a curb. Fourth place driver is Jeff Kingsley, and those 4 have pulled away a little bit from the rest of the pack. Well, Kyle Kirkwood took a strange line then and invited Yuri Vips to try and make the pass, but I don't think it's... Oh, and Kyle Kirkwood's got it all wrong and out of shape and drops back to, I think, 3rd place now. So Yuri Vips gets the break that he was looking for, forced the error upon Kyle Kirkwood, and the reward for Yuri Vips and Juan Manuel Correa is a big reward. Jeff Kingsley wasn't able to take full advantage of it, but Brett Ward also involved there. Think I see Thomas Issa just behind those, and there's changes again between 3rd and 4th, and we've lost one of our front runners, absolutely. One of our front runners absolutely going back several places. Yuri Vips leads from Brett Ward and Thomas Issa. It was Kyle Kirkwood falling further back that I saw. Luke Selican now 4th, and Kyle Kirkwood, the pole sitter, it's been a disaster for him because he's gone out of the race, and Kyle Kirkwood, who was racing well until the full course yellow, got away in the lead on the restart, did get a couple of nudges I noticed, but something went badly wrong, and Kyle Kirkwood is down in 18th place, and as we speak at the moment would be scheduled for a 9th row start in the final rather than the pole start that's being battled for at the front. And Yuri Vips and Brett Ward trade places. We're on lap 5 of 11, and Yuri Vips and Brett Ward, the Estonian and the Englishman, trade places. Brett Ward leads, Yuri Vips second. Quite a gap back then to the American Luke Selican, but Luke Selican's also got plenty of room to spare before the fourth, fifth and sixth drivers. Fourth is Juan Manuel Correa. Fifth is Joseph Burton Harris. And the sixth place driver, the only lady left in the competition, is Ashley Rajero. She started way down in 19th place. So Ashley Rajero has come up to sixth place in 5.5 laps, and 2.5 of those laps were under the full course yellow. So Ashley Rajero making a big challenge after a disappointing set of heats and a disappointing qualifying. Well, Brett Ward in kart number 131, leading from Yuri Vips. Brett Ward is from London, England, 16 years of age, qualified from the Belgian, the Benelux competition, so hasn't qualified either from British or the Rotax European series, but nevertheless showing us the way round here. This is lap 7 of 11, and Brett Ward has got about 2 full kart lengths on Yuri Vips second, Luke Selican third, Joseph Burton Harris fourth. The Welshman Tom Harvey has come up from outside the top 10 up into 5th place. Ashley Rajero 6th, Juan Manuel Correa spills a place to 7th, Ralph Aron 8th, Denis Mavlanov 9th, and Guan Yu Zhou, the Shanghai-born British driver, completing the top 10 and completing it from a long way down. Thomas Issa, and one of the drivers there abandoning the kart, I think may have been Liam McClellan, maybe not. Thomas Issa falling down to 11th. Kyle Kirkwood, who was down to 18th, is back to 13th. So Kyle Kirkwood having to repair the damage. As you see on lap 7, Brett Ward has got 0.18 of a second over Yuri Vips. Then it's a full, well, virtually 2 seconds between Joseph Burton Harris third and Brett Ward in the lead. Luke Selican having surrendered what looked a very safe third place. Confirmation that Ashley Rajero, who did get herself up to 6th, in fact I think even 5th, is 7th at the moment as we speak. Guan Yu Zhou driving into 9th. Thomas Issa, who fell out of the top 10, running 10th now, back into the top 10. And Kyle Kirkwood knocking on the door of the top 10 after the disaster following the restart. Jeff Kingsley, who started on the outside of the front row, is going to be very disappointed with 15th. Thomas Preining, who started stone last in 34th, has gone through half the field to 17th. Ferdinand Habsburg has gone from 31st to 18th, so a good drive by him. Blaine Rocha will be disappointed. Blaine Rocha back down in 23rd place. Well, Japanese driver in 27th place, Shogo Endo. He's definitely going to be disappointed. He was going a lot better that. Marvin Pionke in 29th as well. Julian Vanderwatt started on the 3rd row and is running 28th. Liam McClellan even further back in 30th place. So, we are on lap 9 of an 11-lap junior pre-final. Our race leader is still Brett Ward from England. Behind him is Yuri Vips from Estonia. I've said previously in race commentary, Estonia is not thought of as one of the major motorsport nations, but Estonia have produced so many brilliant drivers at this level. We think of world champion Kenneth Hildebrand. We think of world champion Kevin Korhus, who also followed up with a number 2 position in a dog of a kart when he was the world champion. Gone on to have a successful career now in Formula 3. And several other besides, but Yuri Vips is the present one. Just trying to think, one of our world champions more recently, it was Martin Rump, was the world champion at La Conca in Italy. So Estonia, 3 world champions at junior level. Well, here we see the chase down of the front-running 5. Brett Ward holding off the challenge of Yuri Vips. Those are the 2 in shot now. Brett Ward first, Yuri Vips second, then the 3 really dicing there. Joseph Burton Harris third, Luke Seligan fourth, Tom Harvey 5th. So our nations, it's England in first place, Estonia second, Australia third, USA fourth, Wales 5th, USA 6th, Estonia, Ralph Aron making it 2 of the Baltic nations in the top 7. Guan Yu Zhou United Kingdom via China 8th, USA Kyle Kirkwood 9th, and Finland Ruut Makkonen completing the top 10. Ashley Rahero, who got herself up to 6th place, and she even got herself up to 5th. She's fallen out of the top 10, running 11th at the moment, just in front of 12th place Thomas Issa. But this is the last lap. Let's stay with the front runners to do justice with them. Here they are coming into view. This is Brett Ward of the United Kingdom leading Jori Vips. Behind them, those two are Luke Selican, USA, and Joseph Burton Harris of Australia. And as you can see, Brett Ward urging the most out of his cart. Just one more chicane to negotiate. Onto the home straight. There's the checkered flag, and your victory in the junior final goes to Brett Ward. Brett Ward from London, England wins it. Jori Vips from Tallinn, Estonia second. Luke Selican lost third place to Tom Harvey on that final push. So Tom Harvey from Cardiff in Wales completes the top 3. Luke Selican, USA 4. Joseph Burton Harris 5th. Juan Manuel Correa, the American champion, 6. Ralph Aron makes it 2 Estonians in the top 7. Guan Yu Zhou 8. Ruut Makkonen 9th. And the pole sitter, who suffered that really big disaster after the restart, does get a top 10 finish in the pre-final to start the final on the 5th row. The last of the girls in the whole of the competition, Ashley Rahero, fell back to 13th, having been 5th at one time. Thomas Preining, who started last, climbed up to 14th. Well, hope you enjoyed that one. An incident-ridden junior race. It's a shame that we had the flag, the full course yellow, but Manuel Casares was in need of medical attention, and driver safety comes first, even before a driver's wish to race to win. Well, I'm just being told that Manuel Casares of Spain did walk away from that incident. He was in a position where he was in some vulnerability and looked to need medical attention. But we can say the happy news that Manuel Casares, the bad news for Manuel is that he's going to have to start last in the final, but the good news is he's uninjured and is not going to have to go off to hospital or anything like that. Confirmation that Brett Ward took the victory by 0.2 of a second from Jori Vips. Tom Harvey getting third place off Luke Selican late on. American champion Juan Manuel Correa running 6th. Kyle Kirkwood, the American driver who started on pole position, fighting back from 19th to 10th after the disaster at the restart of the race. Ashley Rahero, the only girl of 5 left in the competition. The other 4 didn't make their respective finals. She's finished 13th for a 7th row start in the final. Well, Shogo Endo, the Peter Pan entrant, going to be disappointed with 29th, that's for sure. Well, as I've explained to you previously, it's a lovely day here at NOLA Motorsport.